Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about Taylor Swift dating Matty Healy, Jamie Foxx finally breaking his silence from his stay in hospital, and Ed Sheeran threatening to quit his music career. Alright, so what do you think about the fact that Taylor and Matty are rumored to be dating? Yesterday, The Sun reported that they have been together for less than 2 months but were already madly in love. An inside source spoke about their romance and said, "It's super early days, but it feels right." They first dated very briefly almost 10 years ago, but timings just didn't work out. The report also claimed that Joe and Taylor actually split up back in February, which means that there was absolutely no crossover between the two relationships. Taylor and Matty are reportedly planning to go public this weekend when they perform together at her concert in Nashville. Apparently they're both massively proud and excited about this relationship, and unlike Taylor's last one, which was pretty much kept out of the spotlight, she wants to own this romance and not hide it away. The source went on to say, both Matty and Taylor have been touring over the past few weeks, so it's been a lot of FaceTiming and texting, but she cannot wait to see him again. But as two international megastars, they understand the pressures of one another's jobs better than anyone and are incredibly supportive of their respective careers. It's also been said that they were set up by Taylor's longtime collaborator Jack Antonoff, although no one really knows that for sure. But if these rumors do turn out to be true, we can't say that we didn't see it coming. Back in January, Taylor performed at the 1975's concert in London. Matty then announced to the whole audience that he would not be kissing fans out of respect for Taylor. He said, "I'm not kissing anyone in front of Taylor Swift, have some respect. In front of the Queen, it's not happening." This is a pretty big deal since it's kind of become a tradition for Matty to take random fans out of the crowd just to make out with them. There was even a viral video of him asking to see a woman's ID before he kisses her on stage. Some people thought that that was responsible, others thought it was a little creepy, but it's definitely what fans like most about his concerts. And that's another thing about Matty Healy. Not only is he insanely more famous than Joe Alwyn, he's also a lot more controversial. Over the last couple of months, he's constantly been making headlines for outrageous things he's said or done. He once admitted to turning down the chance to open for Ed Sheeran because he tends not to do stuff for money. He also criticized celebrities who host paid meet and greets with their fans and called them effing gross. His concerts are even crazier. A few months ago, someone posted a video of him sucking a fan's fingers during a gig in Brighton. He was also seen eating raw meat on stage while touching himself, so he obviously loves a bit of performance art. Matty was previously in a 3-year relationship with FKA Twigs, which ended in June of 2022. He was also linked to model Charlotte Breyer D'Alessio back in December, but that seemed to be more of a fling than anything else. And he was actually rumored to be dating Taylor Swift way back in 2014, after he was seen performing at one of her concerts. Fans went crazy when he was photographed wearing a 1989 t-shirt, and then Taylor was later seen wearing the 1975 one. But whatever happened with them in the past, they've remained friends over the years and even collaborated on a few songs for Midnights. So it makes sense that they are still close to this day. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are dating, because ever since Taylor and Joe's breakup was announced, there's just been so much speculation about who she's moved on with. Just last week, it was said that she was dating Formula 1 driver Fernando Alonso. And like many other rumors, this one was started on the Blind Item Instagram account Dumois. For his part, Alonso almost seemed to confirm the gossip. He posted a video of himself on TikTok where he was listening to a sped up version of Taylor's song Karma. He then winks at the camera at the end of the video. So he didn't confirm or deny that anything was happening, but he clearly heard about all the speculation that's been going around. I mean, it's really crazy when you think about how many people Taylor has been linked to now that she's single. So until she makes any announcements herself, it's best that we all just avoid jumping to any conclusions just yet. Alright, now Jamie Foxx has finally spoken up about his health condition. The actor is still in hospital more than 3 weeks after suffering a serious medical complication. He's said to have needed immediate medical attention while he was in Atlanta filming his upcoming Netflix movie Back in Action. On Wednesday, he made an Instagram post saying, "Appreciate all the love, feeling blessed." He also gave a shout out to Nick Cannon for filling in on his hosting duties for the upcoming season of Beat Shazam. In that comment section, Jeremy Renner wrote, "Sending you strength and love." Vin Diesel, Courtney Cox, and John Legend all added prayer hand emojis to the post. Ansel Elgort then wrote, "You are the greatest, Jamie. Please make a speedy recovery. You are a blessing to this world. We need you in it." Jamie's daughter Kareen then wrote on her own Instagram story thanking everyone for their support. His close friend Charles Alston recently took to Instagram to ask for fans to pray for him. He wrote, "We need you back, bro. As I always state, a true champion isn't the one that wins, it's the one that meets and overcomes adversity. Your test becomes your testimony. We all can't wait to receive you back home to celebrate, laugh with, and applaud you." Not only that, but celebrities like Kerry Kerry Washington and LeBron James also posted on social media, all sending him their thoughts and prayers. While his exact condition still remains a secret, a source close to the situation has since spoken to Radar Online. They said Jamie suffered a serious medical episode and needed immediate attention. It was touch and go for days with him, and he had to be revived. He is lucky to be alive. He is very lucky he got the treatment that he did. Jamie suffers from high blood pressure, which doctors say can cause clots in the brain leading to a stroke. Doctors believe this was long time coming, and really, if they hadn't acted fast, Jamie might well have been a goner. That health scare was serious enough that all of his family members traveled from out of town to be by his side. At the time, Corinne took to her own Instagram to update fans on her father's condition. She wrote, "We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers." The family asks for privacy during this time. Since his hospitalization, several of his friends have shared updates on his condition. Martin Lawrence spoke to Extra and said that he hears Jamie is doing better. Quote, "My prayers go out to him every night and just wishing the best for him. One of the best that we got in Hollywood. Not only one of the best entertainers, but also a good person." And 2 weeks ago, Nick Cannon spoke to Entertainment Tonight and said that Jamie is awake and alert. Quote, "I know he's doing much better because I'm actually about to do something special for him and doing him a favor. I can't really say what it is, but it'll be out there soon. I was reluctant to go all the way there and even talk about it, but he gave me the blessing, so it's a beautiful thing." But despite reports that his condition is improving, Jamie's continued stay in hospital has sent studios scrambling. He's been hosting the hugely popular Beat Shazam, which is a music lyric game show on Fox, and that was going into production just days after he was hospitalized. Meanwhile, the filming for his movie Back in Action is still ongoing, but for the time being, Jamie's been replaced with a stunt and body double who's been filling in. Since news of his hospitalization, Cameron Diaz has had to continue shooting scenes alone, which must be very upsetting for her, given that the two of them are actually very close friends, and they've known each other for more than 2 decades. The new comedy marks her return to acting for the first time in almost a decade. After years away from the camera, it was Jamie who was able to convince her to come back into the business. So fans are really excited to see her on the big screen again, even if it's just a one-time thing. While Netflix hasn't given us very much information on the plot of the movie, pictures have since been leaked from the set, which shows both actors in a field cheering on a girls' soccer team. Jamie was wearing what looked like a coach's jacket with the word Dragons written on it, and a whistle around his neck. So that gives us some idea about what it's going to be about. Hopefully Jamie is able to make a speedy recovery, and we'll all be seeing him back in action sometime soon. Alright, now let's talk about the absolute chaos that is going on with Ed Sheeran. The singer has formally threatened to be done with music for good if he's found guilty in the ongoing copyright trial, which claims that his 2014 song Thinking Out Loud was a direct copy of Marvin Gaye's 1973 song Let's Get On With It. He took the stand on Monday and said, "If that happens, I'm done, I'm stopping. I find it really insulting to devote my whole life to being a performer and a songwriter and have someone diminish it." He's currently being sued by the heirs of Ed Townsend, the songwriter who composed Let's Get It On With Marvin Gaye. They are seeking a whopping $100 million in restitution. The lawsuit was initially filed in 2017, but it's actually taken 6 years to finally reach a Manhattan federal court. They're saying that Ed copied the harmonic progressions of the song as well as the melodic and rhythmic elements without permission. Apparently, the two songs have striking similarities and overt common elements that constitute a violation of copyright. As evidence, Townsend's lawyers showed the court a video of Ed transitioning seamlessly between Thinking Out Loud and Let's Get It On during a live performance. The clips were from a concert in 2014 when he performed a mashup of the two songs. They claimed that this was his way of confessing to copying Marvin Gaye. In response, Ed Sheeran said, "If I've done what you're accusing me of doing, I'd be an idiot to stand on stage in front of 20,000 people and do that." He said that performers frequently perform mashups because many songs have similar chords. Apparently, it's quite simple to weave in and out of songs that are set in the same key, so that's exactly why he did it. For his part, the singer vehemently denies plagiarism. His lawyers have argued that the two songs share nothing more than a series of chord progressions, which are foundational to pop music. He also noted that his hit song was actually inspired by Irish musician Van Morrison. To prove his point, Ed strummed the 4-chord sequence that he was accused of copying. He also hit out at the plaintiff's expert witness, a musicologist named Alexander Stewart, who played a computer-generated version of Let's Get It On to highlight the similarities between the two songs. Ed accused him of changing the chords and the melody to make it sound more like his song. He said, "If I have to be honest, what he's doing here is criminal. I don't know why he's even allowed to be an expert." Now, there's no doubt that he did his best to defend himself in court. court, but at this stage, it's too early to tell whether or not he even has a solid case. If he is found liable for copyright infringement, the trial will enter a second phase to determine just how much that he will owe in damages. Either way, the timing of this lawsuit is just awful. Ed has just got so much going on right now. It's no surprise that he's reached a breaking point. On Tuesday, he spoke to Gayle King and said, "I've got the documentary coming out tomorrow, I've got the album coming out Friday, I start my tour on Saturday, my grandma's funeral tomorrow, and I'm still in this court case." If you didn't know, his 98-year-old grandma was laid to rest in Ireland on Wednesday, but on the day of the funeral, he had to spend another day in court. His new documentary details his recent life struggles, and to say he's had a hard year would be an understatement. Last February, his wife Cheryl Seaborn was diagnosed with cancer while she was 6 months pregnant with their second child. That same month, he lost his best friend Jamal Edwards, who tragically passed away after suffering a cardiac arrest at the age of 31. Ed explained that he wants his documentary to come across as human and relatable, rather than just a buttoned-up promo package where people only get to see the perfect parts of his life. He said, "I never wanted to make a documentary that was like sad pop star and feel sorry for sad pop star. And what I think is really great about the documentary is the themes that it explores. Everyone goes through the fear of sickness in their family. Everyone goes through grief. Everyone goes through ups and downs of their mental health." Ed hopes that the people who watch it will be able to relate it to their own life, because the documentary is not just about a musician, it's also about grief. It was actually just released yesterday on Disney+, so be sure to check it out if it sounds like something that you want to see. What do you guys think about this latest news? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all in the next video.